A recent study of Americans found that 80% of Americans are stressed out about their personal finances. Half of us are worried about our ability to provide for our family's basic needs. 56% of us feel angry and irritable about our financial position. And 52% of us report lying awake at night worried about our financial future. Folks, let's be honest. For most of us, any conversation about our personal finances, it induces anxiety, uncertainty, fear, and a whole lot of stress. Friends, what if it didn't have to be this way? What if I were to tell you that the authors of the Bible actually have a lot to say about money, more than any other topic, actually? Why? Because we have a God who wants so much more for you, so much more joy, so much more peace, and so much more freedom. Thank you for joining me for the first session of a 5-session series we've called What's Enough? It's a series we put together to help you talk about the one thing that brings families, couples, individuals more anxiety, uncertainty, fear, and stress than anything else. You know what it is. It's your finances. Now, a little history lesson. Most of you know our history as a country, that America was founded on a dream. We call it the American dream. But unfortunately, most of us have confused the American dream with a sort of cheapened, warped, and commercialized version of a dream we're sold by retailers and corporate America. You see, the founders of the U.S., they had a dream of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. If you've ever been to the Statue of Liberty, on the inside of the pedestal, it reads, "Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe." It was a dream of freedom, a dream of equality. It's the dream that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. famously spoke of when he said, "I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they would not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character." You see, these are the sorts of dreams our country was founded on. But you know this, they're generally not what most Americans think of when they think of the American dream. You see, for most Americans, the American dream has to do with a longing for success. It has to do with amassing wealth. For most of us, the American dream has become the opportunity to gain more than what we have and to become more, which we tend to measure by the stuff that we possess. There was a French political philosopher, Alex Tocqueville, and he once described Americans in this way. Americans are extremely eager in the pursuit of immediate material pleasures and are always discontented with the position that they occupy. They think about nothing but ways of changing their lot and bettering it. For people in this frame of mind, every new way of getting wealth more quickly, every machine which lessens work, every means of diminishing the cost of production, every invention which makes pleasure easier or greater seems the most magnificent accomplishment of the human mind. One usually finds that the love of money is either the chief or a secondary motive at the bottom of everything the Americans do. Friends, how did the American dream become what it is today? I want to suggest that it is primarily because of 2 illnesses. The first illness is called affluenza. Have you heard of this before? Affluenza is the constant need for more, for bigger and better stuff. It's that unfulfilled feeling that results from trying to keep up with the Joneses. It's the unsatiable addiction we have to more. It's why the Thanksgiving holiday is quickly becoming just a precursor to the real American holiday, Black Friday. Affluenza is that voice in your head that's constantly telling you, "I need that," whatever that might be. Affluenza is why the average American home went from 1,600 square feet in 1973 to 2,400 square feet in the year 2004. Affluenza has distorted the American dream, but it's not the only illness that wreaks havoc on us. The second illness is credit-itis. Credit-itis is the opportunity you and I have to buy virtually anything we want right now and pay for it later. With the advent of credit cards and easy-to-access credit, it's the ability we have to enjoy something today, pay for it tomorrow. The problem, of course, is that when we combine our lack of self-discipline, credit-itis is making a mess of our personal finances. The average credit card debt in America in 1990 was $3,000. Today, it's over $8,000. 55% of cars today are purchased with loans that extend beyond 5 years. Combine our affluenza with our credit-itis, and it's no wonder our savings rate in American households continues to decline. The average American in 1982 sacked about 10% of their income into savings. Today, Americans save a mere 3%. Folks, it's no wonder the number one cause of divorce is financial issues. Friends, something in us is broken. We were created to love one another, but instead, we've fallen in love with stuff. We were meant to find our security in our faith and relationships, but instead we look to wealth for security. We were created to enjoy the simple things in God's creation, but instead we busy ourselves pursuing more money and more stuff. We were meant to be generous, but instead, you know this, we hoard. What if I were to say our faith actually holds the answer to our distorted financial dreams? Our anxiety, uncertainty, fear, and stress. Believe it or not, the authors of the Bible talk about money more than any other topic. Why? Because God knew the power of wealth. That's why Jesus famously said, "Where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." During the 5 sessions of this series, we're going to explore how to simplify our lives, better enjoy what we already have, give more generously, and how to handle our wealth in the way that God intends. And in doing so, guess what? I guarantee that you'll find more joy. So to get us going, I want you to answer a couple of questions. Think about these. There is a balance between making the amassing of wealth the sole focus of your life and not doing enough to provide for your family and yourself. Read Proverbs 30, verses 7 through 9. How well do you maintain this balance? What might help you stay in balance? And secondly, are there signs of affluenza and credit-itis in your life? What most effectively fuels your desire for more?